But this is the recap for the latest episode of Scandal, Season 5, Episode 20, Untold, or Untold, whatever it's called. And this episode, Scandal has been getting better and better ever since it came back from its, I guess you could say, winter hiatus. And it essentially, this episode is centered around a couple of themes. As we know, Abby and Olivia are coming back together in order to take down the pseudo Donald Trump himself. The pseudo Donald Trump himself on this show. I forgot his name because I almost called him Eli. Yeah, I'm sure I'll remember his name a little bit later. But right now, the fake Donald Trump is up in the polls. And again, he's using the similar rhetoric of, we'll make America great again. We'll do this. We'll do that. We'll keep these type of people out. You know, the same type of stuff that the real Donald Trump has been saying in real life. So I love how Shonda has woven, you know, what's really going on in the political climate with what's going on Scandal. Because now we have Millie and we have Susan joining forces to take down the fake Donald Trump. And Olivia and Red, which is Abby, are trying to figure out how are they going to go and flip things. Well, we can say that he's done this or done that. Essentially, pretty much this guy can say that he raped his ex-wife. Well, you know, at the end of the day, it wasn't rape. It was playful. It was playful. She was being playful. His ratings went up for rape. For rape, people. We can call him racist. That he's taking meetings with the KKK plan. I'm like, oh my gosh. You can't tell me this isn't partially mirrored after Donald Trump. Because we know in real life, Donald Trump was, he got an endorsement from, I think, the Grand Wizard from the KKK. And so, just like with the fake Donald Trump on Scandal, the same thing happened. And he was just like, well, you know, that isn't the issue. The issue is the economy. And I'm just like, what type of political PR spin is that? I mean, it was an amazing spin. Don't get me wrong. And again, everything that they tried to do, his ratings went up. But you know what his ratings couldn't go up by? You know what couldn't work? I kind of forgot. I'm not going to lie, because it was taped, it was recorded, but you know, someone else watched it and deleted it, so I don't have it for you. But long story short, there was one thing that America was not willing to give the okie dokie on. And as a result, his ratings tanked. And so then now it was a race between Olivia and Abby. And so, why is it Olivia and Abby? Because that's what it really was. Susan and, oh, damn, what is her name? Millie. So here's the thing. Now it's like, okay, we have to come up with this plan. They both went and got their sources. Eli decided to go and reach out to Abby to give Abby information on Olivia. And Olivia got information from, who was it? Cyrus or Frankie's younger brother or brother on Susan. And so, more information. Yes, more information. Believe it or not. Lord Jesus. But guess what? The information was a red herring because it wasn't on Susan. It was like everything that could actually take down these political candidates. It wasn't directly dealing with them or having to do with them. It was actually the people around them. With Olivia, I don't know how. You know, Papa Pope has eyes and ears everywhere. He found out that Olivia had the abortion. Remember, at the season finale, she had the abortion. And so he knew about that. He gave that information to Abby. Now, Olivia found out that not Susan, but David actually was the one who went and did the illegal thing where I forgot exactly what it was that he... Remember, he went and he made that deal with the Florida senator. And the deal had to do with him pardoning someone for doing something illegal. And so, of course, with him being the justice attorney, that caused him to break his oath. And so Fitz was like, your ass is fired. They're like, no, if he is fired, then that means that Susan has to stand down as well, because now it's a matter of national security. She cannot be trusted because they are in a relationship. So he cannot be fired unless Susan is quitting. Susan was over it because she was like, you lied to me once, you lied to me again. I do not need 3 times. I do not need 3 times. You're not going to play me 3 times. I quit. Congratulations, Millie. I will officially endorse you. You will officially be the running mate, not the running mate, but the head person for the Republican Party. And I'm just like, damn, I wish that kind of happened in real life, because we didn't have a Millie or a Susan in real life. And so now we're stuck with Trump as the Republican nominee. And which is fine, because I'm not Republican, I'm not voting for him, so that's not an issue. Please like, comment, subscribe just for that. But anyway, so it was a mess. I mean, this episode was good because we find out that Eli, as we know, is running things, and Edison is thinking that he still has a say. Eli's just like, you know why I chose you? Because you're a good boy. You are just black enough. You are dark, you are black, but there's nothing really black about you. You didn't grow up in the hood. You grew up privileged. And so you act a certain way. And so that's the person who I need. I don't need this, fighting for Black Lives Matter. I don't need that type of person. No, because you'll go and you'll pitch and you'll pander to a core audience fan base that they will vote for you, but that won't be enough. You're supposed to be the president of the United States. All lives matter to you, not black lives. I'm just like, Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus. And so he's just like, oh yeah, and by the way, Jake is going to be your running mate. I know you have some people in mind, but he's going to be your vice president. So that's how it's going to work. You're going to do as I say, and you don't have any say in the matter. So he goes and he meets up with Jake, and Jake was just like, you know what? Because he was just like, you know, I know you're here because of what Eli said, but at the end of the day, I already made up my mind. I'm not going to choose you. And Jake was just like, you are going to choose us because, you know, when you were in that car accident and you fractured every bone in your body? Well, guess what? That wasn't just a random car accident. That wasn't an accident at all. That was me. I did that to you. So if you want things to remain status quo for you as of now, you're going to do exactly what Eli says. You're going to make me your running mate. That's how this is going to work, you see? Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention that, what's his name? Damn, what is that? The fake Donald Trump's name. Anyway, he actually, when he thought he was still in the running, he went and convinced, he was like, you know what? I think I'm going to win, so I'll let one of the little ladies be my VP. How about that? Let's go with that. You know, if one of them drops out and decides to go and be my running mate, I'll accept them with open arms. And so Olivia originally took that deal. She originally took that deal, and so then she told everyone she took that deal. They're like, Olivia, why did you do that? It was like, no, she did that because she needed to go and make sure that she got the dirt on him. She used her cell phone, she propped it up. She's clearly been watching all of these World Star and different stuff on social media, where they're scamming people, where they're filming people and they don't even know it. And so she gets this video of him, of Edison, not Edison. Damn, what is this guy's name? Anyway, fake Donald Trump going and saying how, you know what, I'm not racist, I'm not a bigot. Just because I'm from a backwater country bumpkin town doesn't mean that I feel the same way they do, that I have their ideals. And he was just like, you know what? I just pander to them because I know I can. I know I get their votes. I'm just like, damn. Shonda was not playing, because we know that this is how a lot of people think of Donald Trump, that he's just pandering to this group, and as soon as he's done with pandering to them and he gets to the main general election, he's going to change his tune and he's going to be like, going to go and basically recant all of this stuff going forward once he gets in. But that video got leaked because Olivia leaked it. And so when he went on Sally Langston's show, Sally was just like, So you say no illegals, you say build a wall, you say all lives matter. Well, he is a liar, and we have the proof. And yeah, so that's because Eli, like I said, Eli was not playing because he thought that he had Edison. He really thought he had Edison. And Olivia went to go to speak with Edison, and Edison was trying to keep it cool, calm, and collected because Olivia was just like, watch, my father's going to go and say that he needs you to choose Jake as your running mate. And as soon as she said that, she realized, oh, so he already talked to you. Oh, so you know what? You can go and run and be president. You are actually a good, pure person. And so I need for you to go and stay that person. And I can get you out of this. Listen to me. And you know, we got a little glimpse of the old Olivia back because Olivia went and told him all the tools that he needed in order to go and reclaim his freedom. And what he did was, there was a press conference after, of course, after the fake Donald Trump fell from grace. And so he took this opportunity to say what was on his mind. And I mean, that monologue, of course, you know, when we're used to getting monologues from, let's say, Eli Pope and from Olivia, that level of intensity wasn't necessarily there. But the content was everything, and that's all that mattered because he went from A to Z. He talked about how, you know, okay, of course all lives matter, but Black lives matter. And we have to say Black lives matter because in a country where it seems like Black lives aren't still seen as less than, and taken less into consideration than other lives, we have to make the emphasis of Black Lives Matter. We can't go and say how we need to keep out these illegals, keep out these aliens, you know, use general phrasing. We can't go and just pander to different groups to get their approval and then switch up on you. We can't go and just make things the status quo and allow someone to go and spew hate and intolerance. We cannot go and revert back to when, what was it, when gays couldn't get married and when Black people weren't even seen as human beings. You know, the whole Make America Great Again. Oh, it's like, yes, make Black people slaves again, you know, make other immigrants not allowed to come into this country, or again, also seen as less than, because that also happened, which for some reason, that's why I'll never understand how people who came from different backgrounds, different countries, can be so racist and bigoted when their own families or people from their same culture, ethnicity, whatever, also had to deal with the same things that, for example, Muslims or are dealing with right now, and also still Black people or other minorities. So that's why I'll never understand all of that. But I mean, he went off for 40 days, 50 nights. I mean, I was looking at my clock. I was like, this is a couple of minutes. But my eyes were wide open because he was not playing. He was not playing, and I was here for it. And you know, after he was done, because as he was talking, more news reporters gravitated around him. And once he was done, they're just like, damn, he just blew his chances at being president. Because the thing is, people want you to be honest, but they don't want you to be that honest. Let's just be real when you're running for president. That's why President Obama became President Obama, because we saw this Black man and we were proud of that. And we, of course, believed in what he can do. And he did deliver on certain things, not so much on other things, you know, compromise. But the whole thing was, he was he was really pretty up. You know, he wasn't too far left, too far right. He really just rode that fence. And I'm not mad at him, because I would have done the same thing. I would have absolutely done the same thing. And don't lie, because I know a lot of you guys might have as well. But yeah, so that was his way of getting out of it. But Eli Pope was like, you know what? I see what you did there. You thought you were slick. You thought you were slick doing that. Guess what? That's not how things are going to work out. Because, okay, I'm not going to touch you, but Jake is. And so Jake goes, drops him up. And then Jake was just like, look, shut up. Eli's gone. tell Olivia that I want out. I need her help. I need her help. I need you to deliver that message. And also, I want to stay in the sun with her. Which, as we know, that was their general catchphrase of being in the light, wearing the white hat. So Jake is still on their side. Jake just needs an out. He needs help. He needs help. He realizes that Eli is the masterminding of all of this. And that Olivia said what she needed to say in order to protect him from Eli. So, and I just love the fact that Abby is still a true friend. Oh yeah, and Marcus was giving Millie pep talks and making sure that Millie didn't give up, because Millie was thinking of taking that offer of becoming fake Donald Trump's running mate. And he was just like, no, you came here to win, right? Are you sure? Are you sure you sure? Then we're going to go and do this. We're going to go and win. We're going to go and win. We're going to go and do this. And so they almost had this moment where they're about to go, but, you know, of course someone interrupted that. But I'm like, oh, I see you, Millie. I see you, Millie. I was like, and I see you, Marcus, too. And Huck and Quinn, of course, is just on the sidelines like, damn, where's the real Olivia? Where's the real Olivia? And the real Olivia, we saw glimpses of her again, but I'm not sure if she's officially back yet. But you know who is back? Abby. Because like I said, Abby had the dirt on Olivia as far as her having the abortion. But she lied and talked about how, oh, Millie was eating fried chicken in the White House and grieving and doing all this stuff. And that was the dirt that they had on her. When Olivia went to her place, they talked. And that's when Abby just divulged that information about, you know, your father told me this information about you having the abortion. And Olivia was like, thank you, because no one knows. I didn't tell anyone, including Fitz. And so Abby was just like, oh. So it was like, it was good that you didn't say that. But it's like, my father told you that? I was like, yes, Olivia. And I don't think that he's done with you. Because he's not. Papa Pope is pissed. Because you are pregnant with the heir to the White House and you gave it up. I feel like that's what he meant more so. What the hell am I doing? That's what he meant more so when he was just like, you know, you were right there. You were a disappointment. You had that oval and then you lost it. You gave it up. I feel like that's what he was really referring to, not just Fitz, because he didn't like her being with Fitz. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. If I missed anything, leave it in the comment box below.